try this again, man. Start over.
Press reset. Start the PlayStation over. Turn the Xbox back on.
Good morning, USA!
Yo, 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 yo.
Angela Yee's out today. Good morning, Charlamagne.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday.
Absolutely. What'd you do last night, brother?
You know what? I actually did absolutely positively nothing. You know, Wednesday is my nanny's day off, and my wife had to get her hair done, so it was daddy daycare, so I was in control of everything. So Logan had basketball practice, everybody came with me. My daughter had acting lessons, everybody came with me. So it was pretty fun. I had a great time. I love daddy daycare day.
Yeah, I didn't do much yesterday. I went to the gym. And then I had sex after midnight. Well, actually, I finished right after midnight, which is good. Because if I have sex after midnight, meaning like around 12, 15, 12, 20, yeah, I'm done.
So you started before midnight?
Started before midnight,
after?
Yeah. Started at 11:57, ended around 12:02.
Okay. Well, today I got to go out to Hampton University after the show where they're doing their 40th anniversary. It's called Black Family all week, and they're just having different people that graduated from Hampton and different people that are influencers in the community.
Ain't Hampton a black school?
Huh?
Ain't Hampton a HBCU?
It is HBCU.
Why they gotta call it Black Family?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But they wanted me to come up there today and talk about my family. So Guy and I will be flying out there today to talk to the students. I know Dean, who's a radio host in DC, he will be there. And also, I think Roland Martin was there too.
Roland Martin was there?
Yeah, no, he didn't go to Hampton, I don't believe. But I know he was there talking to the students yesterday. So.
Oh my God, salute to Roland Martin.
So he was there. So I'm excited about that. So I'll go to my Hampton University and talk to the students.
And on today's show, I got my guys, my Uncommon Sense alumni. DESUS and MERO will be here from DESUS and MERO on Bison. Dropping the clues bombs to DESUS and MERO. They'll be here next hour.
I've been waiting for them.
What do you mean?
Just want to have a nice conversation with them.
With DESUS and MERO?
Yeah.
Nice guys.
I told our producer, I said, when they come, make sure you book them on the day that I'm here. Don't book them on the day that I'm not here.
Well, I sense a little beige rage.
No beige rage. I'm too grown for beige rage.
I sense a little beige rage. What's up, man? What's wrong?
No beige
You want to
rage.
smoke with DESUS and MERO or something?
Smoke?
What's wrong with you?
I don't want to smoke behind them.
What's wrong with you, man? Why your energy changed just now?
Some people I don't want to smoke behind, but we need to have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Can we all have a conversation?
Have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You better have that same energy when they come in here.
What time they come?
We had 7 o'clock, because you know all the craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. All right, so you better have that same energy when they come in here, Mr. Conversation.
Just asking. Okay. I've never seen them on the block. I'm just curious.
Because you older than them.
Oh.
You're from a different borough.
Oh.
That's why.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that would be the point. That's probably why. But anyway, we'll kick it with, what's the name?
Oh, you're spicy this morning.
What?
DESUS and MERO.
Those guys.
Don't be disrespectful.
I'm just asking a question, bro.
Drop on the clue bomb for the spice. I lick my finger. Put it in the air. Temperature feels spicy in here. You better have that same energy when they come in here next hour, goddammit.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Well, he can't say nothing to nobody.
All right. All right. And we have front page news up next. We'll tell you about Toys R Us. If you get I should say a holiday job at Toys R Us, that might be ending soon. I'll tell you all about it. And also, if you own a Ford, you might have to be careful because there's some steering wheels just falling off.
Lord have mercy. America just ain't what it used to be. Toys R Us falling off, Ford steering wheels falling off. America just ain't what it used to be.
We'll tell you about it when we come back. So keep it locked. Front page news is next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get some front page news. Now, just a quick update. United Airlines reported this story yesterday. Now they're going to start issuing a bright color tag to tell you that there are actually pets in the customer's traveling luggage. So they'll have a bright color tag so they can actually see now, so they won't have this problem again.
I really want to know what happened in that situation, because I gave United Airlines and the 2 passengers donkey of the day yesterday, because I just feel like if United tells you to put your dog in the overhead bin and you put your dog in the overhead bin, then you just as dumb as the person who told you to put your dog in the overhead bin.
And just quickly, they messed up yesterday. They sent somebody's dog. I believe the dog's supposed to go to Wisconsin. They actually sent somebody's dog to Japan yesterday. By accident. He didn't die though. The dog didn't die, but the dog went to Japan. All right. Now let's talk about Ford. Ford is recalling 1.4 million cars because The steering wheel can come off. Yes, that's what they're saying. So they're saying if you own a Ford Fusion S, SE, Hybrid S, Hybrid SE, Fusion Sport, Fusion Platinum, pretty much if you're an Uber driver, because that's where they're all Ford Fusions, definitely go get your car checked out because steering wheels are just popping off, allegedly.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But then back in the day, people used to take their steering wheels off to avoid the car getting stolen. What was that thing? Mm-hmm. What was that?
That was a security thing where you can actually take your steering wheel off and actually walk around with it. But
how do we know this isn't the case? How do you know Ford didn't add this to their cars and didn't tell nobody?
I think they're coming off on people driving, that's why.
That's dope.
No.
So what happens when they wreck?
Yeah, you can't turn your steering wheel forward.
Oh man, that's a hell of a lawsuit.
That is.
Who out there got a class action lawsuit against Ford right now?
Well, that's if you own a Fusion or a Lincoln MKZ, both from model years 2014 to 2018. Definitely go get your car.
If you're riding in your Uber and the steering wheel come off, what do you rate the person? Do they still charge you?
I'm sure they don't charge you, and I don't think the rate matters at that time, and you can probably sue. All right, and lastly, Toys R Us. This sucks. A lot of people I know depend on Toys R Us, especially around the holidays, to get a little extra money, get a little extra work hours. They've been in business over 70 years. It looks like they are closing. They will shut down all of its 735 stores in the United States, according to documents yesterday. About 31,000 jobs in the United States are at risk. They are filing for bankruptcy.
I mean, that's not surprising, though. I mean, we live in a digital world. I mean, like when Christmas comes around and birthdays comes around, my wife is not going in no Toys R Us no more. She's ordering off Amazon or ordering off Toys R Us online or something.
But don't your kids still get excited to go to Toys R Us? Like, let's go to Toys R Us.
Why? You can just give them the freaking pamphlet and let them look through the pamphlet and pick out what they want.
That's not the same.
It still comes to the house.
Going down the aisle and seeing your favorite G.I. Joe stuff or the cars or the exciting bikes down there.
Listen, old man.
Power wheels.
The kids don't care. All right, all they want to do is look through the little pamphlet in the manual, see what they want, pick what they want, and when they get it, they happy. They do not care about being in no Toys R Us.
Well, I'm gonna miss that time going down them aisles and seeing all that stuff. There was a candy aisle, G.I. Joe aisle, Care Bear aisle,
There's a candy aisle at Toys R Us?
Yeah, there's a candy aisle right as soon as you walk in. All the candy on the left hand side.
I didn't go in Toys R Us much when I was young. Wasn't a toy guy. Yeah. I was a He-Man G.I. Joe guy.
They had it at Toys R Us.
I like to get those from Walmart. Walmart, Kmart. Remember Kmart?
Well, we didn't really have Walmart and Kmart's and Target. Well, nobody had Targets, but nobody really had that growing up. We all had Toys R Us.
In the country, South Carolina. Okay.
Oh. All right. Well, that's front page news. And also, March Madness, all my basketball fans, March Madness begins today. All right?
This is all you young hoes, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see who y'all should be riding next year in the NBA draft, you have to start watching March Madness now. Okay? You know what I mean? Don't wait until the draft comes and then you start looking to see who's the hot prospects. Get the knowledge now.
All right. Well, that's front page news. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a bad night or bad morning, or maybe you just want to spread some positivity. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest.
You want to tell us why you're mad? Because DESUS and MERO are going to be here next hour, and you seem like you don't really want them here.
If I didn't want them here, they wouldn't be here.
So what's the problem?
There's no problem.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to tell us why you're mad now?
No, I'm good.
I taste salt.
No, I'm good.
I taste a little salt in my tea this morning.
I'm good.
You don't want to spill the tea? Spill the tea.
No, I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
Okay, we'll see you next hour.
All right. Who's coming?
Why are you so disrespectful?
Well, I forgot the name.
You keep it up. DESUS and MERO are going to be here next hour. All right, my guys, you better have that same energy when they come in here.
800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hello, who's this?
What's up, man? It's Southside Chief.
What's up, my brother? Get it off your chest.
Man, I'm trying to see if y'all ever checked out the video or not, man.
Of course we didn't.
I definitely did. I forgot all about it. Send it to me now, brother.
You're not watching that.
Now I'm going to watch it right now this morning. I got a little time this morning.
You rap?
I got black privilege at home, and I'm supporting the PNB Rock record. I can't get a play.
What PNB Rock record?
We're on 50 Cent.
I ain't put it out yet.
This is crazy to me. So being that you got black privilege at home and you listen to Envy's music, Envy gotta play your music. That's not how this
just
works.
listen to watch this video.
Oh, nah.
Send it to me again. I'll check it out, bro. Hello, who's this?
Yo, Envy was good at iPhone 10 was popping, boy.
iPhone, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I gotta get it off my chest, bro. I don't like, bro, when y'all be feeling uncomfortable up there, man. Last time Birdman was up there, you know what I mean? I couldn't make it. But I got time today for them coming up there today. It was good, bro.
First of all, everybody relax. Nobody was uncomfortable when Birdman was here, number one.
Well, not uncomfortable. I just wish that I was there just to hold it down for y'all, cause y'all the homies.
And
I got time today.
Relax. DESUS and MERO, they my guys.
They want her to fly.
Envy, what's good, Envy?
What's good, iPhone? And iPhone, yo, I apologize for hanging up on you the other day. I missed what you were
Don't worry
saying.
about that, bro. What's good about what's going on today, bro?
Ain't nothing going on today. Everybody relax. What's wrong with y'all this morning?
They want her to fly.
Charlamagne, you better hold it down.
They want her to fly. But iPhone called the other day and he was talking about he was going to get a bunch of sex pills with his tax refund. But it's not to have sex. He wanted to invest in it and buy some pills and reflip it in the hood.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah. It's popping down there. But
Yo, that'd be dope. That'd be fly if you the guy responsible for a bunch of people with hard-ons in the hood. That's dope, man.
Hey.
All right, man. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Coquito.
Coquito, get it off your chest, bro.
Are you the puppy that died on the United flight?
Yes, Charlamagne, it's me speaking to you from the dog grave.
Okay. What do you want, bro?
I would like to get this off my chest and tell you why I passed out and faded away in that plane.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is the dog that died on the United Airlines flight.
I'm not playing this morning, man.
Why you ain't let Coquito talk, man?
That ain't funny, man. Somebody's crying about that dog.
Boy, that dog is dead because the passengers were silly.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name, mama?
Lana, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Hey, Lana, get it off your chest.
Yes, I would like to get off my chest. I want to talk about that she's involved. And everybody keeps talking about why she's so unqualified. She's super qualified.
How is she qualified? She's not qualified to be the Secretary of Education, the Education Secretary.
She's super qualified to be there for the reason they have her there. Look at how she dumbed down Michigan. They went from having one of the best school systems in the country to one of the worst. One of the worst.
You have to explain what you mean, baby. You're confusing me right now.
Yeah, you confuse me too.
Okay. Not that she's good for us. She's good for the reason that she was chosen for that post.
Oh, you mean her job was to make sure African Americans and minorities have...
Not just us, because they've even sold themselves out at this point.
So you think she's dumbing down our youth?
Yes, deliberately.
Oh, okay. Well, say that. Why couldn't you just say that?
You could have said that. Yeah, you could have said that. You confused us at first.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you, but I think that what happened is we're running down rabbit holes and not really paying attention to what's happened. Ever since the election of Trump, several things have been shown to us, and rather than us taking advantage of it and watching and protecting ourselves, we're complaining about stuff that's really irrelevant.
Oh, baby. No, go ahead.
For example, we now know that 52% of the women who voted are misogynists.
Huh?
We know that now because they voted for Trump. We now know that the evangelists don't believe none of the stuff they say. They don't get high on their own supply. They push it.
I said basically the mask has been pulled off America. A lot of the things that we knew have now been 100% confirmed. You're absolutely right. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't give a damn about the Trump administration. I don't care what the Trump administration does. Government, government. I'm politicking myself. You hear me?
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hello, who's this?
This is Dawn Tate.
Hey, Dawn Tate. Get it off your chest.
I am upset because when we had the snowstorm, I got stuck in there in the snowstorm in my car, cold for 8 hours, from 3 in the afternoon to 11 o'clock in the evening. I called the tow truck, they never showed. The next day, I get my car out. I get my car towed after I get it out the snow, get it out. Following day, I get a ticket. And then the next day, my boyfriend loses his job.
Damn.
So I am stressing. And now he has his cousin moved in last night, and they stayed up all night talking, kept me up. So when I woke up this morning, I turned on my music real loud, started slamming doors, dishes, and everything because they kept me up all night and I could not sleep. And then when it's time for me to wake up, that's when they decide to lay down and go to sleep.
Well, stop being so petty, man. They were just talking. He's stressed right now. He needs somebody to talk to. Stop being so petty.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, boy, but I understand that. But at the same time, when I left last night to do something for him, and that's my problem. I'm always doing something for people, and I get the raw end of the deal. I get another ticket. And
you got bad karma, bad vibes around. You need to pray it off, Bama.
No, she really doesn't.
Yeah.
She needs to stay being the way she is so you can call her and tell them why you're mad every day. Okay? And make everybody else feel good about their life because they don't have no problem.
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Oh, man. Alright, so I hate to touch up on it, but I gotta let y'all know. What's up, Shop?
What's up, my brother?
Hey, I'm a combat vet, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's a very easy and simple solution.
To what?
On these teachers with rulers and belts and lay it on these kids. That'll get them right. What I mean, don't give them no guns. Don't give them no guns.
Oh, you mean allow the teachers to put hands on the students sometimes?
Yeah, they don't need guns. Because, teachers have a bad day. Next thing you know, they're going to bust off around because they're having a bad day as a kid that is misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? When I grew up, principals, my English teacher, my librarian pull off in my blood, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, why you let them do that? Listen, growing up too, the principals used to do that to me too. It wasn't the teachers though, like we had principals, we had Mr. Barnett, we had Mr. Barnes, they definitely would paddle us in middle school.
Yeah, we had Miss Harris.
No doubt. I grew up in New Orleans too, bro, and it was tough. It was tough, and teachers, everybody, they dug off into you. And then your parents would embarrass you out there when you're waiting on the bus. They'd be sitting right there. And
Yes,
they get out there like, boom, tail hunters. I think they're making the government need to let the military and government guys and girls who serve, who know how to handle assault weapons, be the only ones to buy these things. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest though, I don't want principals and stuff disciplining my kids personally. I don't know why they used to allow that back in the day on us. Mm-hmm. But I just don't trust people like that in our era to have the kind of wherewithal they need to properly discipline my children. Because even still, teachers can still be having a bad day, and principals still can be having a bad day. Just be beating your kids for no goddamn reason.
That's true, but we definitely got popped with rulers, or they grab your ear and turned your ears. I definitely remember that.
Mr. Barnett was a principal. He was about 6'4", 310, big solid white dude. He used to have a paddle. He had holes strategically cutting his paddle so when he would swing it, the air would come through it, so it would just nothing could stop it. No pressure to bow. Oh, it was bad.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. When we come back, we have rumors. I gotta tell you about an interesting phone call that came to me yesterday. You know the dude that punched Bow Wow?
No, I don't know the dude who punched Bow Wow.
Well, he called me yesterday.
Well, that means you need to get your life together.
I need to change my number.
You need to get your life together. You need to change your lifestyle.
I'll tell you about that conversation during the rumors. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club.
What's happening?
Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk about the guy that punched Bow Wow. Well, he called me yesterday.
Oh, God. You need to change your life, bro.
Well, I was just minding my business yesterday, and then I seen a Miami number come up in my phone.
Okay.
I was kind of skeptical, but I picked it up.
Why? It's Miami. We got mad people in Miami. Drop on the clue bombs from Miami. I understand you being skeptical of Florida, as you should.
No, but everybody in Miami that I know, I have their number saved.
Oh, like E-Class and
E-Class, whether it's Khaled or
my man Sam Sneak.
33rd,
Live.
So I was like, hello. They was like, yo, hold on. I was like, huh? It was like, yeah, I'm gonna put the dude on the phone that punched Bow Wow. I was
Okay, stop right there. And that's when you should have hung up.
No,
why?
Because it was interesting at that point. And I said, okay, let me hear this.
Okay.
Some guy's like, what's up? I said, what's up? I said, so what happened?
Why do you care? We saw the video.
I'm just curious. So he was like, this was actually at the 444 concert. So this was about 4 or 5 months ago. They said that I guess Bow Wow was talking about Future.
We remember that.
And they didn't like it. So one of the dudes, walked around Bow Wow's people and he said duffed him out. He said nothing happened after that. He said he did lose a piece of jewelry. Oh, I guess a piece of his jewelry fell off. But he said there was no fight, there was no confrontation or nothing like that. He said he duffed him out. And then he just kind of just went on his merry way.
How much time did you waste on this phone call? Did you look down after you hung up? Did you look and see how much time you had wasted? Time that you will never get back in your life?
No.
Let me tell you something. My therapist tells me that you either avoid, approach, or attach. I try to avoid things like that.
I usually do, but it was interesting. I don't know. I don't
even like to talk to N-words after 5 p.m.
Wow.
All right, and that's all N-word behavior.
It was before 5. It was about 3:30.
As soon as you call me and say, yo, I'm about to put the person that punched Bow Wow on the phone, I'm hanging up on you, and I'm blocking your number. Whoever called me, your number's blocked.
All right, well, that was the situation. So that's firsthand of what he said happened. All right, now
got nothing from that.
I know, but I'm just telling you what he told me. Let's talk about Toni Braxton. Now, it looks like she owes more than $750,000 in back taxes.
Toni?
Yes, Toni Braxton.
Birdman got it.
They said she owes $113,000 from 2015, $116,000 from 2016, and they said she has a lien for $310,000 from 15 and $240,000 from 2016.
I swear to God, whenever I hear about people owing tax money, I just got to take a deep breath, man. I just get anxiety thinking about it. I don't want those problems, okay?
Now, she filed for bankruptcy in the past, but this is absolutely positively new stuff. So she's been down this road again, so we'll see what happens.
God bless her, man. I hope that she gets her finances in order. I don't wish tax problems on nobody. Pay your goddamn taxes, everybody.
And lastly, her sister, Tamar, I don't know if you've seen her new picture or her video, she cut all her hair off. She says, I'm over feeling captive to a wig, a weave, people's comments and opinions. Hell, even my own feelings. We can choose to stop these things from having the power and victory over us. And for me, that starts today. And now she's bald headed. You seen the picture?
Yeah, she looks pretty.
Yeah.
I hate when you do rumor report. I can't stand it.
I don't do rumors. That's not what I do.
I hate it. I hate it.
You do it.
No, I don't want to.
I mean, either.
It just doesn't sound right.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Angela, you need to be here to do rumor report. I hate
what do you want me to do?
You just need to rub your nipples as you're talking. Just as you're over there just gossiping, just rub your nipples.
Anyway, all right. Now, let's get serious.
Next hour, my guys are coming in, DESUS and MERO. If you don't know who DESUS and MERO are, they have the show on. Man, shut up. Stop being disrespectful. What's your issue with DESUS and MERO? This guy, man.
We're gonna talk to them next hour. These two guys. All right.
Listen, they used to be on my television show, Uncommon Sense. They my peoples. I thought they were all our peoples, but Envy in here is salty. I sent so much beige rage in the air. All I know is when they walk in here, you better have that same energy, okay? And whatever issue you got with them, you better get off your chest. Don't sit there and pout like you usually do when you got an issue with somebody, all right?
Yeah, these two guys will be joining us when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Salt.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got two guests in the building.
Why you ain't special guests, man?
We got Ken and Putty. Let's go.
Wow. Usually we are. I would always like to start off by saying welcome, thank you for having us here at Breakfast Club. You guys have always been very nice to us, helped us through our career, elevated us with interviews.
My guys, what's wrong with all this fight?
What's going on?
Let's start with this. You owe my wife an apology.
We owe your wife an apology? What we do?
Absolutely. When you insinuated that she was there for the check on your show. Yes, she did. You said she was there for the check. That's what you said exactly. I heard it.
And so you feel
right now. Yeah, you owe her.
Let's hear the clip.
Hold on, You've been with me since 15.
All right, let's hear the clip.
Hold on, I'm talking since 15. Before I had $1. She was making more money than me. So to insinuate that she was there for a check or she's good with Envy's check is a disrespect to me.
Okay, can I hear the clip?
You said you don't remember what he does drink Bex for breakfast. He doesn't do it.
Bro, we do 4 shows a week.
You said it on air. You said it on air.
All right, hold on. Well, let's hear it.
Like I was Rashawn at home, but in the streets I was DJ Envy. So it was two different people. And
I didn't know DJ Envy.
Right. And it was a situation.
You know the DJ Envy checks though.
What?
You know the DJ Envy checks, so that's a little disrespectful, brother.
That was a joke, Envy. For real?
I joke when you talk about my wife.
All right, I apologize then.
You see what I'm saying? You can talk about me all day, you can make jokes to me, but when it comes about my wife and my family, it's a little disrespectful.
Envy will never do another joke about you.
You should know that. But you got kids and a wife.
No, I feel you. I hear that. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
there is no but.
No, there has to be. There is
no but when it comes to wife and kids. There is no but. You can talk about me all you want, make fun of me all you want, but when it's wife and kids, there is no but.
Look at my Instagram comments. It's full of like, yo.
I don't look at your. I don't talk about my wife and my kids. You can play with that. I don't play with that.
I don't play with that either.
All right, then you should know it was respecting them. We should know that immediately.
You really thought that was disrespectful?
Yes, it was disrespectful. Yes, yeah. When my wife heard it, she thought it was disrespectful too.
Really?
Absolutely disrespectful.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought we was cool. I thought we was cool. I thought it was like a jokey joke.
No,
I
no,
apologize.
it's a jokey thing when you joke about me.
All right.
You could joke about me.
I did not know that. I did not know that. We have never had this conversation where you were like, your boundaries is here, don't do this, don't do this. We're having a conversation right now, you're telling me, and now I understand, you're telling us you're not joking, we're not hearing no more jokes about your family, about your kids, about you, or nothing.
I talk about Charlamagne, I talk about child, I talk about you, but I'll never bring it to your wife and kids regardless.
Okay, cool. You've established that. We understand. We're claro. Boom.
Everything good?
Everything's good.
Sure y'all need 5 minutes, New York style, you know what I'm saying?
I got my spanks on, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody
good.
outside.
We can go outside, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody will side's fine. You good?
Put some respect on your name, you know what I'm saying?
So, MERO, you going to therapy now, I heard?
Yeah. It's very important. It's very important. It's very important. Listen, it's overlooked in the Black and Latino community. To mental health is really overlooked. So, if you have the opportunity, if you have insurance, go to a therapist, man. Go weekly, you know what I'm saying? Make appointments and then get everything that you got on your mind off your chest.
What
you know
made you
what I'm saying?
decide that was necessary?
I got 4 f***ing kids, you know what I'm saying, and a mortgage, and TV is very fickle, you know that, you know what I'm saying, they always say, the easy part is getting on TV, the hard part is staying on TV and continuing to make money in entertainment, so you got that stress on you, you got
anxiety of that, of possibly losing everything.
Everything, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, like you say the wrong thing and it's all gone.
Yeah.
But you guys are investing in other things too.
Oh yeah, of course. We're diversifying, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a celebrity boxing match on Envy, you know what I'm saying, next week. You know what I mean? It's gonna be lit.
I would love that.
Oh my god. I'm just taking boxing, FYI.
I had another question on my list for y'all. Hold on, let me read it.
Texas Speech man.
Has anybody ever pressed y'all about the spicy commentary? Y'all give out
Taped away? Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Of course. I mean, like, yo, listen, it's at the end of the day, it's a cultural commentary show, and if something happens in the culture, this is the culture. Y'all love the culture.
Right.
So if something happens and it's a big deal, people talk about it, we talk about it.
What's that from today? When else has this happened?
People pressing us about
us? Not really. Like we have Congress people on our show. We have like celebrities and stuff. Like to be in like little beefs and stuff. That's not, at the end of the day, that doesn't help make content. Doesn't help the culture. Doesn't help anybody. So
Who's been your biggest guest so far? You would say that you were like, wow, this is amazing.
on our rate that someone had us probably Kristen Gillibrand, the congresswoman, like for because it wasn't even like she wasn't just doing it for promo, like she really rocks with the show and stuff, and just to be aware that we're on like some white lady who's in power's radar is like, okay, you know what I'm saying, like that's the kind of trajectory you want to go towards. You want to go towards people who have influence and power and try to do some good with that.
Shout out to my guy Adriano Espaillat, another congressman who came on the show, you know what I mean? Adriano Espaillat. I said it very Latino.
Okay.
I know you got the Afro-Latino no. You know what I'm saying? I know you got
I want no problem with the Afro-Latino. By the way, man, I don't know what kind of Jamaican voodoo DESUS put on me back in the day, but DESUS was trying to get me out the paint with black women for a long time.
It's you. You dig your own grave. It's your own grave. Every day you dig your own grave. Like you can't. You just don't leave well enough alone, bro.
Which is.
No, I mean, just walked out here.
I mean, not for that. We doing a 5-city tour, so I mean, be sure to check that out. We got Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, and Staten Island.
Get to that. Please put the camera on Envy's chair right now. That light skin. You hear me,
bro? Why is he so tight though?
No, okay. So the thing is, listen, you gotta know we work with Envy, so we know. But I guess any mention.
I did not see him act like that. I didn't know that was coming.
His wife is gonna set him off.
But I'm the same way. I chased true story. Back in the day, like this is like pre-TV MERO. I'm in Bay Plaza Shopping Center, Shopping Plaza, going to the supermarket with my 4-month-old son in a stroller. My wife is pushing him across a crosswalk. This dude ignores the stop sign, almost hits the carriage, and says to my wife, "Yo, you fucking bitch." Woo! I was like, what? I chased this motherfucker down like 2 blocks on foot while he was in his car, pulled this motherfucker out of his car, and that's where I'm in the story because of statute of limitations.
I mean, I can't say why he's upset, but that don't sound like the equivalent of what you're just.
You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, I feel certain things, people find certain things disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like it varies. It's subjective. Like if you call my wife to me, that's disrespectful.
My thing is, he just pressed us on us. He just pressed us on air. about it. We apologize. It should be over.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong for
And
that?
I get it. It felt like a harmless joke, but to him, people don't really know their whole story. So people I think what it is that people probably do say, "Oh, she's just with him for the money all the time." But he probably felt like, "We cool, y'all come on the show." And Gia definitely has held him down from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know,
See, we had no malice about that. We thought we was cool because like we joke on Charlamagne.
Yes, I
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we laugh.
But you know what it is too, but Charlamagne jokes on y'all too.
So
And
I thought he was
y'all
gonna
don't
joke
have to-
back, but I guess that's not how it works. And now you know now it's like bad because now it's like next time we get invited up here, it's gonna be like, yo, is it gonna be like last time?
We gotta figure something out.
Black women hate me because of Jesus.
Oh, stop it! Don't nobody care about you. Go for it. Damn it, Charlamagne. Black women hated you way before.
Come on now, we used to be on the set of Uncommon Sense. Jesus for no reason would be like, Charlamagne hated black women.
He don't. Actually, let me. I apologize. I'm sorry.
It'll never happen again.
Never happen again.
Never happen again. We will never make a joke.
Did I say something about you? Do I gotta come?
You might have.
I don't. You don't know. But you know what? I apologize to you too. Anybody listening to this, if we've ever roasted you, I'm sorry.
My man with the camera right there, I apologize. I was
Yo, fix it. I love your hair. I call you Bruno Mars. I'm sorry,
Jesus
Yo, T, I love you. I love you. I love you in Temple and all that.
I respect it. Okay? Everybody don't deserve apologies when y'all get it then, but I respect when you know, if you feel like you need. Yeah. I apologize to Puff once.
Look, I mean that's the thing. We apologize. That's the thing. I mean, people don't have to accept your apology. But I mean, if you ask for it and then someone gives it to you and then you don't take it, then what the fuck you even ask for it?
Yeah.
You feel me? But I feel him as a dude, as a married man, like I understand, like, you know what I'm saying, when people come at your wife and your kids. I remember you told me this a long time ago. It's like when you start popping, people start coming at the stuff that you're sensitive about.
Absolutely.
And troll you about that. So
Absolutely.
I feel him, you know what I'm saying, on a certain level, but at the
if you're in entertainment and you're sensitive, you're gonna have a very short career in entertainment.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, ask my man from Monk's Corner over here. If every time someone called him a black, ashy walrus, he would not be in the business anymore.
Well, that's why he's in therapy.
just told me.
All right, it's still like that. It's nothing.
Yo, I thought it was gonna. Yeah, and shout out to Joe Budden's messy ass for being like, yo.
How do you know his ass is messy?
Because he was on his thing talking about, you know, whenever you got some y'all go up on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, no, I know he wanted to smoke with them.
He called me. He told me some. I was like,
see, why you even ask him about that then? I didn't find out too. She told me. Like,
stop that. Did you see that?
No.
It was all.
Cause I don't be on timelines checking for us like that. Like if the shit ain't positive, why would I bring negativity to my doorstep?
I was gonna text y'all about this. What is the relationship with Jimmy Fallon? He seems to with y'all heavy.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool. We cool.
And it's funny because initially the promo roll was like, yo, Jimmy Fallon, like, it was a joke. Like,
and we met him and we just vibed automatically. You know, he's just he's a harmless. He don't like, you know, like even when he ruffled Trump's hair and stuff. Like even he said, you know, like I'm trying to stay away from politics and stuff. He's just trying to have a good. He's a white guy. He's just trying to have a good time.
Jimmy gets.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. No comment.
I don't know about that.
No comment.
Why Breakfast Club only trying to get spicy?
No comment.
My man just came here to promote the tour. 5 boroughs, 5 shows.
Look at this. Them motherfuckers got 28 bottles of that.
Like, yo, I heard you talking spicy. I'm sorry. It was Vladimir Putin. We assaulted you last night. I'm sorry too.
Wasn't he on your show, Fallon, last night?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, hold up. I've seen him on Fallon like 7 times. Fallon's on their show all the time. I'm like, you're getting f***ed up with Fallon.
Are you guys planning some projects together now? Since
that'd be nice.
You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's rich, so we can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like
he made us pickles. He made pickles for us.
I can make pickles.
You get a cucumber, put some brine in.
First you have to be a white person.
Yeah.
And that's step 1. And then step 2 is I think a jar and some brine and cucumbers.
And he gave it to us. They were
in the crib?
Nah, he gave it to us on the show.
Okay.
Do you guys even like pickles?
I mean, if Jimmy Fallon gives you pickles, you gotta like pickles.
I don't like pickles.
I was 3 a.m. I threw them on a ham sandwich and I was like,
You didn't even like it like in a sandwich with like some shit?
Yeah.
Apologize to Andy.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
I'm offended.
I will never in my life.
No cold cuts,
Never.
no sausalito, turkey,
no more swine, sister, I promise. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all happy advice? Y'all about to make that move to NBC Universal?
Oh boy.
Wow.
Don't make me break my leg.
Right now, White Sanders is a label that pays me, so that's what we bang with right now. You know what I'm saying?
Is it true they got a limit of curse words y'all can say on
5 fucks that you gotta bleep
You
out?
can't say any up here.
Oh, we can't say they bleep
I
them?
accept your apology.
I'm sorry, Angela, I'm sorry, FCC, I'm sorry.
I was gonna compliment issues, but I don't want to be misogynist. I apologize about that.
Oh,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
When did that rule come into play?
Well, which one? About I mean, you can't just be all willy-nilly, because then by the time you have to cut different versions of the show. There's 11 o'clock version, then there's a version that goes online, then there's a version that comes on at like 9 a.m. when it rebroadcasts, and the 9 a.m. version can't have mad curses in it, or else it's just blank. It's just all bleep. So it's more like, it's more for the viewer, because it's like, you ever heard like a clean Migos song, and it's just like,
sounds crazy.
there's no words in it, and people just like, I like the show, but they're not saying anything.
I feel like most Migos songs don't have any words, but that's fine.
I
apologize to the Migos right now.
Quavo, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I will never, ever, ever disrespect your lyricism ever again, my brother.
Stop, because Envy's gonna be mad.
Again?
No,
Envy's going to be mad? I'm sure he's mad.
Leave him alone.
You thought he was joking?
I think he's dead ass. Cause like as a
dead ass.
No, as a married man with children, like I take that seriously. But I thought he was at least gonna come up with the reverb and be like,
He called his
Were you guys offended by being called like head and pussy?
No, I didn't call worse today.
I
I'm sick of this show, man. I'm tired of this Breakfast Club.
You tired of this? Leave it?
This is too messy.
Is it too messy?
This is my show, man.
Well, no, Angela. Apologize, Angela.
No, I apologize, Angela. I'm sorry, Angela. You're an integral part of this program. I apologize for diminishing your role as a woman in entertainment. I will never do it again. I apologize. Also, I'm sorry, Quavo, again.
I'm just
By the
upset.
way, Envy could have just sat out the interview like I did Troy Ave. He didn't have to even do that.
I think it had a lot more impact the way he did it.
Did it?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it good? You think this was good for anybody?
I didn't know this was good.
You think when this goes viral, it's gonna have the impact that is gonna make Breakfast Club look good? Are people gonna want to come up here now? Or are people gonna be like, nah, y'all just setting it up?
People already don't want to come up here.
I mean, no, but that's the crazy thing. Like we're y'all friends. Like people were like, oh, Jesus, Mero, what was it? Like people stop me in the street. I'm like, yo, you on Breakfast Club? Not getting me confused with Charlamagne. But like, yo, you always up there. And that's gonna be like, I know my phone is definitely gonna be like, yo, he really did you like that?
I didn't know that was coming, my brother.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, like I know, Charlamagne, I know. I mean, listen, you can't.
I knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming, but I don't care about it like that, man. Like at the end of the day, like look, once you get kicked in the head with a Timberland and you've been in a couple of fights, like you know how to take a punch and you can defend yourself, and it never comes to that. But it's not gonna come to that.
But it's not even that. It's like, you know, you want to maintain good relationships and entertainment and stuff. You know, like we have other projects we want to promote. Like we want to have him on the show. That's not gonna happen now. Like you gonna come on the show, kill us, like DDT on the table. And it's funny because you know what? Not for nothing. To go back to this, we was about to have DJ Academics on the show.
Don't do that.
We was gonna have him on he was on the list. We was gonna have him because we had Joe on. We was gonna have Shorty, Nadeska. We was gonna have all of them on.
Yeah.
But now look, don't block your own blessings. You know what I'm saying?
I want an apology because you guys have.
You are also gonna be on the show.
Yeah, what happened?
Yes.
And you
Because you have
haven't.
to show as a woman in entertainment. We're gonna have you.
Angela, what happened? You come on yet?
You haven't asked me.
You don't gotta ask.
Wait, so I'm just show up?
You Angela Yee. You could just pull up and be like, I'm coming today.
Just pull up and sit on the
Yeah,
couch.
you can be like, oh, who's your guest today? Jude Law, get that motherfucker out of here.
Wait, hold on. What's up? Charlamagne got something to say. Charlamagne about to say something spicy. Charlamagne about to say something real
As a
spicy.
DESUS and MERO fan, if I don't see a breakdown of that, what we just saw on that show, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I don't see the show, I'm ready.
See, you see how Charlamagne just keep beating the bell?
But look, this is the thing
I'm
with
gonna
me.
be upset if I don't see it.
You're gonna have to add sonograms to it?
Yo, listen, man. To quote Oscar snub film Killer Season, when Cameron said, "Yo, this is not scheduled for us." This was a schedule for me, in particular, all Amber. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't supposed to be famous comedians with TV shows and blah blah blah.
Right.
So I'm just living every day as it goes, but I'm still.
running late.
Content,
And I'm still gonna be streaming, so it can be whatever it can be. But at the end of the day, I feel you, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying?
At
You
the
in
end
your bag.
listen,
You can be in your bag. You know what I'm saying?
Eddie, my love. I didn't mean for it to go this way.
We love you, brother. Yo, come on, it's like Highlander, bro. Like,
They're like bookings for real. I'm gonna take my shoes off and fight.
come on, son.
Now y'all got got me tight. Y'all set me up for this. You got your man Wax out there. Where's my man?
I'm about to go sit over there and be the
Wax is neutral. We all.
I'm very interested to see what the comments are going to be like after this.
What if I go over there right now and say in every chat I just do every for the rest of the show?
Whoa, nah. I apologize for even joking about that.
No, don't do that.
Why do y'all think white people enjoy y'all so much?
Because it's a way for them to go to the hood without having to go to the hood.
It's like going to the zoo.
Imagine if you could go view the hood from the safety of your house. It's cool. Also, you know, like, it's kind of like Hamilton or The Wire. If you're up on it early, you're like, yo, you're the cool white person. And then, like, if you're the white person that knows about the show and all your friends don't know about it, you're going to slam before them. You know about memes before them. Like, it's a great way to get a view into black Twitter and black culture and things like that.
Monday night, Elvis Duran was texting at like 10:30. And you know, you do morning radio, so you're like, why you still up? And I'm like, why you still up? And you're like, waiting on DESUS and MERO.
Yeah.
Shout out to Elvis Duran.
See?
Yo, can I tell you something? For the longest time, I thought Elvis Duran was Dominican. Because I have an uncle. Because I have an uncle whose literal name is Elvis Duran. And I was like, yo, my man's out here, that'll be a person now. And I seen, I was like, oh, you're a white dude. Yeah. But he's a legend of the game.
Yeah,
absolutely. Legend of the game. Jingle ball. All day.
Whoa.
Apologize to Elvis.
I'm sorry, Elvis. I apologize, brother.
That was weird.
What's the difference between the show and the podcast?
The podcast is more raw,
it's
uncensored. You can say, you know, because we can do whatever we want.
We produce ourselves on there.
A lot of people have asked for you guys to come on my lip service podcast.
Let's make it happen.
I mean, I feel like you are asking us to come.
No, I seriously get a lot of. I was like, I don't have that.
No more entrapment from my guys, man. Who on lip service got a problem?
Yeah, we're gonna walk into somebody a foot in 7th grade.
Yo, no,
what's up, D? I'm like, damn, Jamal. I'm still taking my chain.
Fam, I feel like when I walk out of here, he's gonna cut my head off like Hollywood and be like, I am the only light-skinned allowed in this vicinity.
Would y'all go on his podcast, the Casey Crew?
Was just him?
Yeah.
Him and his wife?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure, why not?
Do you think that he had a reason to be upset? I'm just curious.
Nah, why do we keep talking about it?
I mean, since we've discussed it like 5 times, he feels married and blah blah blah. All that, you know?
He feels married.
No, he feels.
Stop, will you?
He feels and he's married. And
okay. I mean, like the funny part about it wasn't the actual situation, because that's never funny. You know what I'm saying? Like when infidelity and marital problems is never like funny, something to laugh at, unless you're laughing at your own pain. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like the funny part was like
the freeze frames and the slow mo.
Yeah, and then like, bro, you did this on television. Yeah. You feel me? Like on not even what was it? The Real?
Fam. You know how many segments we do a week? Like, I don't even remember this. That's why I kept asking to play the clip. Like, if you really think I'm in my house every morning, like, yo, remember that thing we did about DJ Envy?
You know what? This has happened to all of us up here because Lil Yachty thought Charlamagne said something he didn't say. And, you know.
No, I'm not saying I didn't say it. I clearly said it.
No, I'm saying, and sometimes people will tell Charlamagne he said something, he doesn't remember saying it, and we got to.
I don't be thinking about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, me neither. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know.
And people get so offended by things, and you might not even mean it that way. It's definitely happened to me also. You know.
You've been offended by it?
Yeah. No. People have gotten mad at me thinking I said something offensive.
I think you're talking about the Gucci man.
That I wasn't.
Okay.
So.
Did y'all reach out to your new friend Bow Wow since he got
Bro, I saw the clip. Did he really get?
He really got snuffed?
They say he got snuffed, but the clip, it seems like a hoax. And you know Bow Wow. You know, every now and then you gotta wait till TMZ confirms what Bow Wow says.
Because he do be flying on private jets to the Southwest private jets.
You be jumping out there, man. Yeah. You can't confirm everything he say.
Do you guys ever get mad at what people say about you?
Nah, man, you can't. If you're doing this, you can't have a thin skin. Like,
if we on TV talking about people and then people talk about us, like that would be a little hypocritical. And also, like I said, you won't go far in this if you have thin skin. When we first started, shout to Charlamagne, you know, one of the best shows ever. I don't know why they ruined it and got rid of it, but Uncommon Sense. Uncommon Sense. Every time, you know, like I'd be so amped. I'd be like, yo, we did a show. We did a show with Charlamagne. Throw it on the Instagram. Yo, this is whack. Yo, y'all the worst part of Uncommon Sense. It was one girl. I remember every time I posted, she was like, yo, I love this show, but y'all are not funny. Y'all are the worst thing ever. Y'all a bunch of coons, whatever. Every time we posted. And that girl, and I would go look at her page, and that girl's life was so sad and boring. All she had was like a little cat. So I'm like, yo, if you go on the internet trolling people and stuff like that, like, yo, you usually got more hurt in or you're doing it from like a private page or whatever.
Yeah, and let's be clear, people that are popping don't do stuff like that. Like, if you really got don't really. You don't be on I know I don't never leave comments on YouTube pages, and I don't do none of that because I don't really have time.
I do occasionally. Yeah.
Well, you're a wild boy, Sean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I do it too sometimes just to keep the roast muscle tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know what I mean. You got to be able to come back as fast.
I don't just attack people for no reason.
Definitely not.
Sometimes you don't want to attack people. If people jump in your message every now and then, you gotta show them that they're treated like.
I can understand defending yourself, but I'm saying I don't just look at other people's like random.
Right, like that's weirdo behavior.
Like trying to go in on them. I just never thought like that, and I don't even have time to do that.
Because you gotta like for us, we're real people.
We're doing things.
But for other people, they use social media as just a game. Like you ever look at like Baller Alert? Shout to them. Their comments.
Comment creeping.
The comment creeping. There's people in those comments talking about Kim Kardashian. Like they hang out with her every day.
Absolutely.
And they know things. And they're like, yo, and they're like, oh, they like, I know Charlamagne. Or they're like, I'm friends with Charlamagne, and I know this. Are you looking at this like, who the hell is this person?
You feel a lot of that, D, just because you have people thinking my wife was white, and also
I apologize, Charlamagne, to you and your white wife.
No, they Paul Abdul.
That was true. Remember, he was dating Paul Abdul.
You dated Paul Abdul?
He did.
See, look at that. You think you know a person? He lied to you about that.
He lied about that. Remember the video?
Remember the video with the cat?
With the cat?
Straight up, that's how he was in the background.
Yes. Scat Cat.
They had him.
MC Scat Cat and Charlamagne. You heard it here first, y'all.
He used to rap.
Yeah.
See, I walked in here one day, Brandon out there, the intern, and another intern was like, "Yo, man, we know you used to date Paul Abdul." I'm like, what are you talking about?
See, that's the beauty of the podcast.
MERO, they said you used to date Paul Abdul. I'm like, what?
He said on the podcast that Shaggy died in the Gulf War. The people was like tweeting all day. It was like, yo, rest in peace, thank you for your service.
I'm gonna apologize to Shaggy.
Well,
Sorry, Shaggy.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't me.
Shaggy dating his thing now.
He's dating Sting.
Why you?
No, Sting did say they hooked up.
They met on Tinder.
They met on Tinder?
But don't say that, cause stop it. Shaggy's Jamaican, they don't play that.
He's in Jamaica.
I know, I'm saying don't say that about
I apologize to Jamaicans.
I apologize, Jamaica. Nobody.
Wow! Apologize to my LGBTQIA people.
You can't say that.
I like the energy.
I don't like the energy.
I respect the energy. You know, I gotta get out of here.
Don't take that out.
I get in trouble. I feel.
Oh man.
So let's talk about this tour.
Everybody.
Since we haven't gotten into that, because I see you guys are going to the Masonic Temple in Detroit. This is where we've done Coach
Wow,
for Kids.
y'all really did not in that.
We doing it, yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna come here with a thin red bracelet on my wrist. You know,
Seattle, Baltimore, Boston at the Wilbur,
Rhode Island Theater.
Sell off for the third time. Strand Theater, Rhode Island.
Nice.
Meyerhoff Symphony Hall, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
And then we got the New York tour as well, which is five boroughs. Come on, Staten Island, get on the ferry, come out and see us.
Oh, it's two different tours.
It's two tours. We got the country tour, and then we got the borough tour.
You know what I mean?
So it should be exciting.
Pretty sure it's gonna be lit because Evan's gonna come down like Fan Man and try to snuff us.
Wow. You said fan. That's two good references. That was two good references.
I'm sorry.
Should I turn on my camera on and get the lobby action?
I hope there's no lobby action. Can we get security to walk us out? No. I'm feeling for my safety.
Man, keep the camera rolling just in case. I don't know, man.
Are you guys gonna reach out to Envy behind the scenes?
Especially, I might send an edible arrangement or something. I don't know. I don't know. I apologize. What else should I do now?
Can you please send an edible arrangement?
You want?
Yeah, send it Monday.
Okay, I got you, Angela. I got you.
If y'all send an edible arrangement, Jamaica might get on you.
If I said it to I apologize to Jamaica and edible arrangements. Some other dudes out there.
Where can they get tickets for the tour, man?
Oh, you can go right now. If you go to bodegasushi.com, there's links to all the country tour tickets, and if you go to DESUS and MERO to NYC.com, there's tickets available for all the NYC tour.
Most of them sold out, but you can still go to Shaolin.
Yeah, no, actually, if you go, we might release a couple more tickets for y'all. So if you weren't able to get for like the Apollo and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Try again. We might got you.
Where's it in Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, we doing it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from, Flatbush.
Hey, shut the fuck up the show now.
You know what I'm saying? That's a real question, Sean. Sean, what happened last time someone came on your show talking about how much money they was getting for shows? Okay?
Sean,
I need you to stop.
I need you to understand, we need to do better for us. We need to do better better for us, Charlamagne. Please understand that.
Oh man, DESUS and MERO, y'all.
I apologize to everybody.
If you heard this, you offended, please.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna throw an apology out there too. I don't know, man. I apologize too. God damn it.
JNV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the guy.
Ain't no morning.
What?
And we kept that same energy. I'm like, okay.
What?
All right.
What?
You think you went a little too far?
No.
I mean, I'm just playing white devil's advocate here. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just asking a question.
I'm telling you that.
Okay, I'm just seeing what people are saying, and you know,
And I couldn't stay in the interview because my energy wasn't there, and
we felt the beige rage.
and I didn't want to, do anything stupid.
We felt the beige
So I
rage.
just said, I'll step out.
We understand.
All right.
But I'm still taking your ass to Breakfast Club court next hour.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Joel Santana. Well, Joel Santana looks like it's getting a little worse for him. Well, he got arrested for a gun charge. Well, I ain't gonna say allegedly. He was in the airport. His bag went through the metal detectors. They found a gun and he went running. Well, now it seems like in that bag was 8 oxy pills. So he was also charged for unlawful possession of a weapon and now possession of a controlled dangerous substance.
People, listen, when I go through TSA, I know what kind of lotion I got, what size it is. I know what kind of face creams I got, because I love me a good face cream. I love to exfoliate. So I know what's in my bag, right?
Right.
There's no way he didn't know he had all of this stuff on him. Gun, drugs, what else?
And oxy pills, that's it?
Come on, man.
I was thinking, can he say, I grabbed my man's bag and I didn't know what was in it?
It don't matter. You still got to, he was on your possession. You're in possession of that stuff. So why tell on your man at that point?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, we'll see what happens. Now, I think this next date is March 26th. Now, Snapchat, they did a horrible mistake. You could tell nobody's really effing with Snapchat. On Snapchat, they did Would You Rather, and they have a picture of Rihanna, and it says, slap Rihanna, and then under it was a picture of Chris Brown that said, or punch Chris Brown. What's funny about that?
The Chris Brown getting punched is funny, but not the slap Rihanna.
Yeah, I don't know why they
did that. Rihanna was a victim of domestic violence.
Well, of course, everybody started attacking Snapchat, and they pulled it down immediately.
And the only reason it's funny because Chris Brown is a so-called bad guy. Like he has the reputation in the media of being a bad guy, so nobody feels sorry for the bad guy.
Oh, they said they're so sorry that it happened, and they pulled it down immediately.
Snapchat made that?
Yeah, like a little, I guess, a game or a feature. I don't know what it was.
I don't be on Snapchat. I've been deleted Snapchat off my phone a long time ago.
And also, there's a snippet of Drake, and he's rapping on Lauryn Hill song. Let's play a snippet of it.
Where do I get these terrible sound quality snippets, man?
Well, that actually came from Snapchat. That was Lauryn Hill's. Lauryn Hill's son posted that. So people think that maybe Lauryn Hill's son and Drake have maybe a collaboration.
Or maybe Drake sent it to Lauryn Hill to get clear.
And that's what I think
that's
it
what
is.
happened.
So that's what it looks like. So we'll see. We'll see Drake over Lauryn Hill beat maybe if she likes it and she clears it. And that's your rumor report. I don't do rumors.
I hate you do rumor reports.
He's back soon. I don't like doing these either. All right. Well, that's your rumor report.
I just feel like you should be rubbing your nipples the whole time while you're talking during rumor reports.
Is that how you see me?
Well, I saw a different side of you this morning. All right, that beige rage was kind of interesting.
you giving your donkey to you, idiot.
A young lady named Morgan Roof needs to come to the front of the congregation, okay? She's a cracker white devil from South Carolina, my home state. And when you hear this story, if you are upset that I am calling her a cracker white devil, then you're probably a cracker white devil too, because there is a difference between good white people and racist, bigoted crackers and white devils. And this young lady is indeed the latter.
Okay. All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the day for Thursday, March 15th goes to 18-year-old Morgan Roof. Sadly, Morgan is from the great state of South Carolina, my home. Dropping the clues bombs for South Carolina, damn it. 843-803-864 all day. Now, for most people, when they hear the words roof, they think of the top of houses, the top of buildings, okay? In South Carolina, when you hear the word roof, well, at least to me, I think about that racist, bigoted, cracker, white devil Dylan Roof. Yes, who murdered 9 innocent people at Emmanuel AME in 2015, walked up in the church, prayed with them and everything, and then started busting, killed 9 people. And for the record, if you heard me just now, call that piece of pig feces Dylan Roof a cracker, white devil, and you're offended that I use those terms, it's probably because you're a racist, bigoted, don't hit the drop. Cracker, white devil too. All right. Good white folks out there, in order to properly separate yourself from the racist bigots of our society, you have to tell the truth and shame the white devil and call people like Dylan Roof what they are. Crackers, okay? Now, today's donkey of the day is Morgan Roof, Dylan's 18-year-old sister. She attends AC Flora High School in Columbia, South Carolina. Salute to the Metro, the 803. You know I have the key to the city in Columbia, South Carolina. Thank you, Mayor Stephen Benjamin, for that honor. I also have my own day in Columbia, South Carolina as well. Always safe, all right? That's home for me. My wife graduated from the University of South Carolina. Salute to everyone who listens to us on Hot 103.9 in Columbia, South Carolina. That is home, okay? And sadly, is home to Morgan Roof as well. Now, clearly, Morgan Roof comes from a long line of white devils, all right? Dylan Roof was not an isolated, random act of racism. Clearly, this whole Roof family is a clan of racists, and Morgan yesterday was carrying on tradition. See, Morgan was arrested Wednesday, all right? Would you like to know why she was arrested? Let's go to WIS-TV, NBC News, Channel 10 for the report, please.
The Richland County deputies say the sister of Charleston church shooter Dylan Roof has been arrested for carrying weapons onto school grounds.
A bond hearing was just held for 18-year-old Morgan Roof at the Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center, and they arrested her for having 2 weapons, pepper spray and a knife, on school grounds. They also charged her with marijuana possession. In bond court, Roof was pretty quiet. Her voice was trembling a little bit as a judge screened her for a public defender. That judge, by the way, told Roof she is facing some serious charges and ultimately gave her a cash bond of $5,000. Now, another condition of her bond, she will not be allowed to return to the incident location during the condition of her bond, her high school, AC Flora.
I know that seems light. She was arrested for drugs and weapons charges, had a knife and pepper spray, some weed. Pretty light considering what our cracker brother Dylan Roof did, but let's keep in mind, yesterday, right, students all across the country were participating in Wednesday's walkout of classes, protesting school shootings and gun laws, right? Now, yesterday, Envy expressed some concern. You can express some concern for your daughter participating in that.
Yeah, my daughter was kind of nervous. She didn't want to go outside because she feels like that was an easy target because all the students were in one spot, one place.
I understand that. Well, some racist bigots like Morgan Roof were thinking that way too. Let's go back to WIS-TV, NBC 10 to hear what Morgan Roof had to say on her Snapchat.
18-year-old Morgan Roof posted a Snapchat. Keep in mind, it is a day of national walkout. Students across the country walked from their high schools out the front doors to protest gun violence. So I want to read you some of that alleged post. Quote, "You're walking out for the allowed time of 17 minutes. They are letting you do this. Nothing is going to change. What the blank you think it's going to do? I hope it's a trap and y'all get shot. We know it's fixing to be nothing but black people walking out anyway." End quote.
Wow. That's Morgan Roof, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Roof's sister. I'm going to quote Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou said, "Hate, it has caused a lot of problems in the world, but has not solved one yet. When will America learn that?" Morgan threw all that hate out there, but the only person suffering right now is her. Your brother is in jail for the rest of his life, and eventually they're going to kill him. He got the death penalty, all because he was a hateful, racist bigot. All right? Smart people learn from their own mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Why didn't you learn from your dumbass brother? Does racism and bigotry mean that much to you that you are willing to throw your life away over people you hate? What's the logic in that? You hate someone so much that you are willing to ruin your life because you hate them? Makes no sense to me. In therapy, they teach me to avoid, approach, or attach when it comes to dealing with things like anxiety. Can you racists apply that to your racism? Because racism has to be a form of anxiety, right? Like an irrational fear. You have irrational fears of black people, irrational hate. Look, I don't know what your issue is, but just avoid us. All right, segregate yourself. Mind your business. Talk about us behind our backs. Walk on the other side of the street when you see us. But keep your racist rhetoric and your racist actions to yourself, because in the words of Coretta Scott King, hate is too great a burden to bear. It injures the hater more than it injures the hated. The Roof family is proof positive of that. Please give Morgan Roof the biggest hee-haw, please. And for good measure.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in that family, but that's crazy. That is a lot of racism.
And for good measure. No. You know what I mean. And for good measure. Cracker ass, cracker. There you go.
My goodness.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, let's talk about what happened last hour. My guys, DESUS and MERO, was up here. First of all, I hate this whole situation because nobody wins with the Family Feud. Envy is my guy. DESUS and MERO are my guys. But rules are rules. Okay, and you know, I can't tell somebody how to react to a situation. DESUS and MERO had some things to say about DJ Envy and his wife when they were on The Real.
Right, they did a 18-minute sketch
on their show on Vice.
On their show about me and my wife doing The Real.
Do we have any clips of that? Can we play this clip?
All we have is the clip of earlier today. But on the clip they talked about everything I went through, me cheating on my wife, which we talked about here 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about I was a lame for doing The Real, you know, because I shouldn't be on The Real, where I was on there actually talking about my podcast and my live show, so I don't know why I wouldn't be on there talking about that.
I think what they were saying was you were outnumbered. It was 6 women against one guy talking about cheating.
Yeah, no, we weren't talking the topic wasn't cheating. Yeah, it wasn't cheating. Yeah. It's like anybody comes on the show. I can't tell people what to ask.
They ambushed you. The way you ambushed DESUS this morning.
Yeah, they asked a question and I answered. I had no problem answering it. But this is what happened this morning when DESUS and MERO came on earlier this morning. You owe my wife an apology. When you insinuated that she was there for the check on your show. You said she was there for the check. That's what you said exactly. I heard it.
And so you feel
right now. Yeah, you owe her.
Let's hear the clip.
We went through a stage where Rashawn cheated on me, and
she's the real name too.
Yep. But to be honest with you, I didn't expect it because he treated me amazingly. Everything was fantastic. He was a wonderful father. He never failed at that.
He's like, damn, you lying as hell. You lying like a motherfucker for me. I appreciate you, queen.
When I found out, I hired a divorce attorney. I even began to prep my kids.
How do you prep your daddy ain't
I felt like a letdown. I felt like a failure. Like I was Rashawn at home, but in the streets I was DJ Envy. So it was two different people. And
I didn't know DJ Envy.
And it was a situation.
You know them DJ Envy checks though.
You know them DJ Envy checks though. That's a little disrespectful, brother.
That was a joke, Envy. For real?
Joke when you talk about my wife.
All right, I apologize then.
You see what I'm saying? You can talk about me all day. You can make jokes to me, but when it comes about my wife and my family, it's a little disrespectful.
Envy would never do another joke about you.
You should know that. Because you got kids and a wife.
No, I feel you. I hear that. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
there is no but.
No, there has to be. There has to be
no but when it comes to wife and kids. There is no but.
That beige raise is amazing.
It's not no beige range. And the whole thing is, I don't care. You know, you guys make jokes. I mean, people make jokes of me, and we make jokes of people, and that's fine. That's cool. I don't have no problem with that. But then when you talk about my wife and basically say, you know, she's there for the check, or she knows DJ Envy's checks, like she's there for money. When I've been with this woman since we were 15 years old, over 24 years I've been with her. And when I was with her, I wasn't making no money. She was holding me down. She was making all the money. She gave up her career for me. And she sat there and raised those children, our 5 kids, held down the house, held down everything and that had to do with that house. So to disrespect my wife, talking about, oh, she's there for a check, I found the disrespectful.
Listen, I respect it.
And I wanted to give him the same energy, and that's what it was. And the reason
definitely gave him the same energy. I didn't. Well, by the way, I didn't know what the energy was because your energy wasn't there until they got it.
And the reason I left the interview is because my energy wasn't right. And if I didn't want to sit here and joke. You're a jokester. You like to laugh and joke.
What are you talking about?
That's what you do.
Could you stop to talk? Don't talk to me.
You like to joke and play, and I didn't want to play. I didn't want to play. I knew it was going to go somewhere else. So I said, you know what? I'm going to back myself out from this situation and walk out the room. They apologized. Okay, that's cool. But I didn't want to play that game with them this morning, especially with you joking.
And what are you talking?
And me hearing
the goddamn Breakfast Club court music. I'm so sick of this.
And me hearing the interview in the other room, I heard you joking like you do.
1-800-585-1051. Did DJ Envy take it too far?
Or
was the beige raise necessary?
Or do you have to check a coward's heart sometimes when you're talking about your family?
Drop on the cool
talk about your family.
DJ Envy. Now let the record show.
I don't care who you are. You don't want nobody talk about your family.
I've been working with Envy for almost 8 years. I've heard him quote this story about how MC Hammer checked him one time. He gets checked by the most random people. MC Hammer, Craig Mack, right? He told me one time MC Hammer told him, I had to check a coward's heart. He'd been waiting to drop that. I had to check a coward's heart line for so goddamn long.
So it's the Breakfast Club. Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us early today, we had DESUS and MERO up here, and they did some stuff on their show that I didn't like. And I was just patiently waiting for them to come on the show so I could approach it and have that same energy.
You definitely were patiently waiting. I didn't know how much you were waiting for them to come here, but they did come here, and this happened.
You owe my wife an apology. When you insinuated that she was there for the check on your show. You said she was there for the check. That's what you said exactly. I heard it.
And so you feel
right now. Yeah, you owe her.
Let's hear the clip.
We went through a stage where Rashawn cheated on me, and
She's the real name too. Yep.
but to be honest with you, I didn't expect it because he treated me amazingly. Everything was fantastic. He was a wonderful father. He never failed at that.
He's like, damn, you lying as hell. You lying like a motherfucker for me. I appreciate you, queen.
When I found out, I hired a divorce attorney. I even began to prep my kids.
How do you prep your kid? Your daddy ain't
I felt like a letdown. I felt like a failure. Like I was Rashawn at home, but in the streets I was DJ Envy. So it was two different people. And
I didn't know DJ Envy.
And it was a situation.
You know them DJ Envy checks though.
You know them DJ Envy checks though. That's a little disrespectful, bro.
that was a joke, Envy. For real?
Joke when you talk about my wife.
All right, I apologize then.
You see what I'm saying? You can talk about me all day. You can make jokes to me, but when it comes about my wife and my family, it's a little disrespectful.
Envy will never do another joke about
you. You should know that. But you got kids and a wife.
No, I feel you. I hear that. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
there is no but.
No, there has to be. There has to be
no but when it comes to wife and kids. There is no but.
Now, Breakfast Club Court.
Now, don't get it twisted. I do accept the apology because when he apologized, he sounded sincere, like he really didn't know, and he apologized and he understood. The reason I left the interview is because you're a jokester. You're a comedian, and
why does it always come back to Charlamagne?
You make everything funny, and I was mad, and I didn't want that energy up here. So I said, I'm just going to remove myself from the situation. If somebody falls on their face and busts their nose, you make a joke out of it. That's
because I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
No, you're not.
You already hurt, so why continue to just add on to the pain?
Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
It's Ouija.
It's Ouija?
Yeah.
Ouija, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
You think I went too far?
Man, I'm kind of disappointed in you, bro.
Why are you disappointed?
Okay. You know the contents of their show. Okay, you in the limelight. Okay. If I can see, if he was right up in front of you, saying that in a disrespectful way, man, that was a joke, dude. I understand you've been with your wife since y'all was 15. But for you to get a tool and walk out the show, that's for one, that's unprofessional. And two, man, you gotta brush that off, man.
Nah, I don't brush that off when they talk about my wife. I don't brush that off. That's something I don't play. I don't play with my wife and my kids. You can make fun of me all day. And to be here and to get into an altercation because I was still mad at it, nah, it made no sense. So I removed myself from the situation.
You can't tell people how to react. You understand what I'm saying? If that's the way Envy chose to react and he felt that way, he has every right to feel that way.
Malcolm.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Nothing much.
What did you think? Did you think I overreacted?
Say what?
Did you think I overreacted?
No, I don't. Because that's you. He should have known from the beginning. You are DJ Envy. Meaning, from the minute you started that, you worked there, you crack jokes. Whether it's friends, family, whoever, but for him, I say, if he didn't want that to happen to him, he shouldn't have brought his woman into his career with him.
I don't think you know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know what you're thinking. Thank you, I don't know what you're talking about. Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. Hey, DJ Envy, good morning, man. I think you held yourself down, man. I think you did the right thing. I mean, you was not lying, you wasn't too aggressive, but you held your family down. I think, Charlamagne, you need to hold your boy down. If that was the right person, he would have held you down, man. He wouldn't be joking and laughing.
I joke and laugh about everything, especially when it comes to a situation between two of my peoples. All right, DESUS and MERO, my people, Envy, my people. It's all good. And nobody wins when the family feud. They got some things off their chest. We keep it moving. Stop.
You're right, man. Nobody wins when the family lose. Have a good day, fellas.
Nobody wins when the family lose. Could you quote this shit right?
800-585-1051. They're taking me to Breakfast Club Court this morning. Some people said I overreacted. Some people said I didn't. Call us up right now. What's your opinion? It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club.
We're in the middle of Breakfast Club court right now, and DJ Envy is on the stand.
Right.
Because DJ Envy is on the stand because he had to defend his household this morning against DESUS in MERO.
And I think any man out there that has a wife or some kids or has a girlfriend should stand up for your wife regardless. Like, you can take it as a joke, but it's disrespectful. Like, even if it's a joke, it's a disrespectful joke. And I don't play that. I'm sorry. Not when it comes to my wife.
Listen, the same thing with Michael Blackson, Kevin Hart. I don't tell somebody how to react ever, but especially when it comes to your family. You can't tell a man how to react to things that are going on in his household.
Jeanette.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. I would like to say thank you to the Breakfast Club. I also want to thank you guys because you guys are doing an awesome job. I enjoy you guys every day in the morning.
Oh, thank you very much. So, did you think I was overreacting?
No. Kia deserves that. She's earned that. She's a respectable lady. I don't even know her, but I know her from IT, and she's done an awesome job. Okay. And she's been with you 15 years, and yes, she does deserve it. And how dare you, Charlamagne?
What the hell did Charlamagne do? Why does Charlamagne always end up getting the blame? What did I do? I'm just sitting over here chuckling. Huh?
I ain't gonna tell you doing too much. No.
I didn't say that. I'm playing.
I'm like, guys, disrespect.
We're doing a show. I'm asking a question. I'm not saying he did too much. I'm just asking a question because people are saying they feel like he went overboard, but then other people are on his side. That's why it's court, baby.
Thank you, Jeanette.
He cannot go overboard. He respects his wife and he checks that man. You know, I understand guys make mistakes, and it's true. But you know what? It takes a good woman, a strong woman, to fix that. And she did, and you know what? I don't care. I don't even know her, but I will kick somebody's ass with here.
Oh, there you go.
I'm letting you right now. Don't for her. I love her.
All right.
And I don't even know her.
All right, thank you, Jeanette.
At Keith No Nickname on Twitter said, "Check a coward's heart is hilarious," and I'm using it at work today. Shout out MC Hammer.
I'll tell you that MC Hammer story one day. Hello, who's this? What's your name, bro?
Wilbur.
Hey, Wilbur. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think you did right. I should think you should have knocked him out.
No, ain't had to go that far.
Well, you think I should have put hands on him?
Yeah. But I think I was disappointed at Charlamagne, man. I think you should have back you up on this.
What? How did I not back? First of all, shut up. All right, stop blaming Charlamagne for everything.
You was partner, bro. You was co-worker. You gotta be there for him, bro. I kind of think you was on the other guy's side, bro.
Well, first of all, DESUS and MERO are my guys, just like Envy is my guy. All I was doing is sitting back, watching what was going on, and that's that.
You know what it is, Wilbur? Charlamagne's.
It kind of sounded like you was on the other guy's side.
Charlamagne's a racist. DESUS is dark skinned and I'm light skinned. And Charlamagne has had problems with light skinned girls for a long time.
MERO is light skinned.
But you was thinking up with deep.
I was sitting over here minding my goddamn business, enjoying the beige rage. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like seeing Envy in action. All right, I don't get to see it too often. Saw it with DJ Drama when he was up here. Never seen him act like that. Just now what he did with DESUS. I think it's funny.
It's not funny. See that? And that's the reason I walked out because you think everything's funny. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Allie from Florida. How are you?
Hey, Allie. Good morning. Did you think I overreacted, Allie?
DJ Envy, let me tell you, I think that you did what a real man should do. I think that you stood up for your wife, you stood up for your family, you stood up for your livelihood. You did exactly what any real man should do, and I thank you for being a real man because we need more of that in this world. So no, I don't think you overreacted. I think you did exactly what you should have done.
Okay, well thank you, Mama.
And once again, you can't tell a person how to react ever. If you say something about somebody and they react, that's just the way it is. I always tell everybody. I told DESUS and MERO that from the beginning. I tell Envy that. So, I can't be mad at the way Envy reacted. He stood up for his family. I just don't want y'all to keep beefing. Nobody wins in the family feud. See, but this is the problem too. You light skinned.
Oh, what does that mean?
You hold grudges. Because yesterday, MERO, wanted to come say what's up to you. Just to be like, we good, peace, when he was leaving. And you had your back to him the whole time. Wouldn't even turn around.
I didn't see him.
See what I'm saying?
I didn't see
what I'm saying?
I didn't see him.
Listen, I thought it was a great show this morning.
You know what?
I think we had a great show.
When we come back, we got rumors. I'll tell you about Meek Mill. He might be getting out sooner than you guys think. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Everybody, it's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Meek Mill. Now, as they're saying, Meek Mill has a strong chance that he's getting out very, very soon. His attorney filed a motion, and it looks like he should be getting out in a couple of weeks. That's what they're saying.
I thought about Meek Mill this morning. I think we should write him a letter, man, just to say, hold your head up or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
I think he uses his social media, so I hit him back and forth a couple of times on social media, tell him hold his head, and we miss him out here.
That'd be dope if he gets out in a couple weeks. Let me tell you something, man. Forget all the rest of the rumors, because I hate when you do rumors anyway.
Good.
Everybody is hitting me up right now because you used the line, in reference to how you was talking to DESUS this morning, and you said you had to check a coward's heart. I've been working with you for 8 years. I've heard you tell this story a million times. That's not your line that you quoted.
That's MC Hammer's line.
That line comes from MC Hammer. Tell them the story, please.
When I was doing mornings on the other station with Ms. Jones, we were supposed to interview MC Hammer. It was me and Michael Sean. Ms. Jones was out, and Hammer was on his way. So, as he was driving to the station, we were making fun of him. Like we always do. You can't touch this, Hammer's broke, this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. So when Hammer came to the station, Hammer was very upset, and he was mad, but, we were still joking. Mm-hmm. So, we would say, like, oh, Hammer's mad, we better pray, we better pray.
Okay.
And so Hammer said he gonna beat us up, can't touch this, like, doing stuff like that.
Stop talking to me like I've heard the story a million times, because I have talked to people.
I know, so that's what happened. We were making jokes at MC Hammer using his songs, and we thought it was funny.
Okay.
Little did I know that Hammer's like ex-military, works out.
Hammer will bust your ass.
Absolutely.
All right.
And Hammer stood up, and he stood over Michael Sean and said, you know what? Say another joke. I'm here to test a coward's heart.
And you've been waiting to use that line ever since. And you finally got to use it this morning.
I know it.
Listen, first of all, drop one of Clues bombs for Beige Magic. Because Beige Magic doesn't get, any respect in this era because of Black Magic. But Beige Men Magic is kind of special. Because how else would you find a way to quote MC Hammer on the radio in 2018?
Look. And MC Hammer, to this day, I got nothing but respect for MC Hammer. And if you ever think you're going to disrespect MC Hammer, he will whip your ass, and then at the end of it say, I came to test the coward's heart. I don't know. That was like maybe 10 years ago.
The fact that you've been waiting to use that line for a decade and finally got it off this morning.
Now, I also heard another story about you.
What?
Now, what's going on with you and Tyler Perry? What's your connection?
What are you talking about?
There was a headline that you just read.
Oh, on TV One. Salute to TV One. TV One had this great show that comes on called Uncensored. It comes on Sunday at 10 p.m. They do like these mini documentaries about people. Mm-hmm. Tiffany Haddish had one. Rick Ross, Nia Long, Tamar Braxton, and my episode is actually coming on this Sunday at 10 p.m. and my father's on it, and Envy and Angelia on it, G-Spin's on it, and TV One has this crazy headline right now, and I don't even want to retweet it. It says. I shouldn't be laughing at this because it ain't funny. But it says, See the God reveals how Tyler Perry's own admission of molestation helped the radio personality identify his struggles with being raped at a young age. Watch an exclusive sneak peek and be sure to tune in to watch Uncensored Sunday at 10/9 Central. Was I raped?
Wow. Yeah,
I got molested. Why you couldn't say I got molested? I got molested at 8.
Sounds a little easier. Rape just sounds, goodness gracious.
Exactly. My cousin's ex-wife used to touch on me when I was 8 years old. I used to enjoy it. Only reason I made her stop because she had got a Jerry curl. I didn't like the smell of her Jerry curl. But now I gotta go to my therapist on Friday because I go every Friday at 3.
You gotta ask him
did I get raped?
Maybe you did get raped.
Like this is a salacious headline, TV One.
Goodness gracious.
Jesus Christ. Let me get raped. And by the way, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, remember, I used to always say, if things go bad for me at some point in my life, and I've been saying this for years, I'm gonna Me Too Tyler Perry. And I ain't never met Tyler Perry. Alright? But I just feel like people will believe that and he just cut me a check.
You know what?
I know that's wrong.
You know what?
But this is what I've been feeling for years. So I'm looking at this headline and I'm like, wow, is this like everything, all my BS coming to get me at once?
You know what?
I gotta talk to my therapist about this.
Alright, that is your rumor report. People's Choice Mix is up next. Let us know what you want to hear at DJ MB Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.